Can you comment on aging relative to health?
Well, recently I had what is called a mini heart attack, a mini attack, let's just put it more specifically, because I realized when I was in the hospital it didn't have anything to do with as cardiac problem. It was mostly cerebral in my case, cerebral. And so I'm feeling great now, so I'm playing better since the attack, which is impressive, and astonishing, and very welcome to me. Feeling much lighter and easier. And so dying is living. We have to understand that paradox. We have to die to live. And so if I didn't get to the hospital when my daughter practically dragged me to the hospital in January, I might not be here, or I'll be in much worse condition right now. So that's the way to rejuvenation. Recognize the limitations of your health and do something about it. I chose to do something about it. I drink tons of water, man. Gallons and gallons of water. See, as purification, I highly recommend it. It's like a water fast, serious water, right? Very serious water. The video we just did not too long ago called Spontaneous Scientific Wisdom, right, with Dr. Barter. That energy, that robustness I was exuding and demonstrating was water. Just drinking lots of good old-fashioned water, what's left of it out here. Right, so I recommend that. And it was one of the things I wanted to mention earlier is I joined the army thinking I was going to fight war, right? But what I found was God, which is strange, like the opposite happened. See? And so I was doing myself in with coffee and everything else before my breakdown, right? And the heart attack, so to speak. And since then, I've rejuvenated. I've allowed the rejuvenation and healing process to happen. And I'm not saying I'm going to be playing better forever, but right now it's playing better, it's easier. The hands are more or less in sync with all the organs, so I recommend healing and healthy lifestyle, lots of water. Recommend it.
And so, is that something to seek out, sort of a bounce back? I mean, is it okay to let yourself feel the effects of sickness and then bounce back?
Well, you have no choice. Unless you're already a health freak or a mindful, sane, let's say, eating, person, unless you're doing that, you might have to wait till you get sick. Being sick is inevitable. See, I'm surprised so many people have cancer. I haven't succumbed to that yet. I said no cancer yet. Had diabetes, said no diabetes. So the yogic life I highly recommend as an option for people. Right?
Is the time while someone's ill?
Yogic mind is part of this regimen. The right kind of thinking and feelings about people. See, letting everybody be, that's compassion. Not becoming too involved in everybody's business is wisdom. So minding your own business is a good spiritual practice. Yeah, of course there's a time to interfere. When you're talking about family, then their business is sometimes your business, but then sometimes their business is their business, and you have to mind your own business. That means take care of what is most vital to you as an individual. And we're not talking about selfishness at all. Minding your own business can be totally selfless in nature when you can think about it more deeply. See, you take care of yourself, you're taking care of everybody else, because your whole purpose is to help other people. See, comment.
So is there something specific people should do during, let's say, a recuperation period?
Well, I mean, what they can do is reflect upon how much better they can be living. See, what they need to do, take good advice. See. In the hospital, I was asked to drink water, that was it. I mean, they didn't know they were putting me on a water diet as such. They were just recommending something that's good for the kidneys, because I had to rebuild my kidneys. My kidneys had failed. See. So, water was helpful in rebuilding my kidneys, improving my bladder, and sealing my scrotum, right? my lower parts, everything's rejuvenated since I have been treated, so to speak, for this attack, see, and brought back to normalcy, cooperatively, see, agreeing to that. You want to be healthy, you want to be healed, you want to be aware of life is ebbing away, right? And the body becoming, in some way or other, not the mind, but the body becoming, feeble, at a certain age. It's possible. My body's still working for me at this point, and I'm playing like, madmen, so to speak, fluently and effectively right now. And so I don't know how much longer that's going to persist, and I don't care because I've done all the recordings I need to do. Right? As far as I'm concerned, I'd like to do a few more, and we do have some more that are coming out in the final days here, right? And so I feel very complete about it, but I'm not sure everybody else can feel that content about what it is they're here to do. Right? And more books coming out, and happy about that because we have more word, more, let's say, getting out of the body and more into, let's say, spiritual ideas. That's important. I hope to believe what I'm saying. I don't recommend anything for anybody else. I share what I know. So, comment.
And do you distinguish between illness where the body is purging and healing itself and illness that's degenerating and heading towards a very, another kind of outcome?
Well, are you asking if it's the same or different?
Yes.
It may be neither. Everyone has a built-in powers and built-in, like will, like a wish to either die or a wish to live. See? Being born is a death wish. I dig that. It's true. You're born to die. Right? You see, you go to the hospital with a newborn, say, another one born to die, another one on the way to die. Right? Right? The best way to death is to be born. It's to live. Right? The idea is you want a happy death. Right? You want a happy death. Right? You want to be happy at your time of letting it all go. The idea is to die before your body dies. See? That's the spiritual command. Die first, and there live happily ever after. Well.